Is Zarya really broken? Is she that OP? We've seen her in the top 500 and everybody's pick. And to be honest with you, she just might be that good, or people just may not know how to play and counter her just yet. I think with the right amount of time, anybody can adjust to how they want to play against the tank or with the tank. She is very good at aggressive teams that want to push you consistently because you can do things like that. So let's check it out and see if Zarya really is OP. Yo, what you know, it's your boy One Hero back on YouTube, and you know we got a new episode, so let's go. Again, another ranked game, jumped in solo queue playing tank because you know we got to make it stank. Go clink clank. I don't know, I had to find something to make it rhyme. But starting off the gate, I was playing against Zarya, trying to help the team. I was very protective again of the healers. They had a lot of people swarming us with freaking McCree, Lucio, Mercy, Farah, but we got that Farah out of there. GG's really early. Me and Kiriko put her down, and then we kept trying to hold down the fight here. As you notice, I didn't really have my bubble or shield because I was protecting myself, but what I did on the outside of it all was I was using the walls back and forth, using them as cover. I think it's a really good idea to do. That way it protects you, and it allowed me to come out here and get some extra picks. I wasn't able to save this person right here, the soldier, in time. Ana did hit her with the anti-grenade. We kind of worked together to do what we needed to do to try to get her eliminated. But then of course Mercy did come up eventually to save the day. So we had a big fight here between us and them. What happens though is the tank left and we traded for healers. They went after my Ana, I went after their Mercy. Mercy was not happy about that. I can tell you that right now. Thank God you can't see the chat. That's a fact. So I came back to try to help again with the team. They ended up melting me because we just didn't have enough at that time. Moving back and forth, we were going back and forth. We made our push, then they made their push. But again, at that time, they really had a big advantage on us. What I tried to do was put myself in the position to play aggressive, but also play with a guard. Once I got this boost, I straight went full force on it all. Hit my ult, and Sombra comboed perfectly. I've never been able to be in this much of a sync with a random team, but for some reason, after that push right there, we were able to keep it rolling. Again, you see everybody was wiped. Zarya tried to hold on to it. Wasn't nothing else to do at that point, but just kind of concede. I knew that my team was down, trying to recover, so I wanted to make sure I pushed it as far as I could to see if I can hold off on some things. I had my charge, and you know at that point you don't want to let go of 50% charge, so I figured I got a bubble or two, I'll see what I can do. I held on for as long as I could, hoping that the team would come. Sombra backed off, left me kind of stranded, but again I got a big charge. I was able to get health, the team was able to push up, so we stood here and we fought. Again, you see me using these extra little barriers around me to get some shield. When my bubble goes down, you got to find a way to make it work. And I think being more aware of those things like that, with the team playing in flow the way that they were, we were able to make some really great plays. I was able to play smart enough to be able to stay in the game and stay with concentrating on their team and having them focus me and not the DPS, not the support. Again, it's something I try to keep in the back of my mind to stay super aware with, because it does make a huge difference when you are the tank. It's not as easy as it used to be with two tanks, or it's not as crowded either, so I can actually see. My vision's more clear. I don't have another tank crowding up the front line or the back line, and it does help when you have a team that's communicating. Again, McCree tried to pop that super. I don't know what he expected to happen. They were doing a phenomenal job in healing me. I was doing the best that I could and trying to help with the team, but again, it happens. You lose some fights, you win some fights. Again, we're coming up on another 90% charge for my ult. I get hit by Diana one more time, same corner as we wanted to fight last time. Pop it, Sombra hits hers, we finish on everybody, and we keep it moving and grooving. I tell you, it was crazy how in sync we were, and one of the best things about it was that we were managing our ults properly. We weren't spamming them. We wasn't using 3 or 4 or 5 at a time. We were using 1 to 2 to combine to make it efficient. I really didn't have anybody on the team to really utilize her Zarya's ult, but having the ability to take everybody else's abilities away, and then Ana with her grenade, it was really good to be in sync without having to communicate. Again, I was playing with no mic, so I was out there with the ultimate gamble, but we were doing really good and really great with every single push we made. It was a little bit back and forth. They did have us beat at certain points in time, but again, we were playing as a team and in sync, and it's a rare thing. And I really don't like the fact that a lot of the community is based off of the meme and jokes of, I'm not gonna switch, or I'm gonna play who I want to play. Yeah, we get it. Quick play, you can go play who you want to play. You get yelled at for playing who you want to play in quick play. anyway. So going into comp, trying to play with somebody you only got a few hours on is never really a good thing. But again, what I thought was really dope was the fact that everybody was in sync, everybody was in synergy, people were making switches when they needed to. The enemy team did a good job in trying to counter as well, switching up to the Tracer, switching up to the Sojourn, switching up from Roadhog to Zarya, back and forth, back and forth. But again, we were just doing so good. Like, they were popping ults at the wrong time, popping ults at the right time, and we were just going back and forth a lot. The healers did a really good job in keeping themselves in position with the team where they were able to heal, especially having that Lucio and Ana. It was like so beautiful of a healing squad, because normally we would have 2 single source healers, whereas that's one of my biggest issues playing tank is when you have 2 single source healers, they can't really heal efficiently for a tank, especially when they're being focused. But again, I was doing my best to try to manage and mitigate the defense every single time they pushed up, and it was really beneficial at times. Again, like right there, saving that Ana, that was really clutch to do because it gave me a little bit of an extra boost until I could get my actual bubble back. But you see, I was using the bot that was pushing as armor, as shield, back and forth. I get popped again and I go in trying to get an extra damage. Again, I don't have much going on. I did what I could to try to hold on, and then eventually they popped the super on us, and it was pretty bad from there. We got pretty much wiped out and eliminated. Unfortunate, but it happens. It doesn't really get me down when we lose a fight, especially when we're up almost 20 points on their miles. So it's like, hey, you know what, we did what we had to do. Now we're moving forward. They're still trying to push up, to push close, but again, having the team play in the way that they did, we actually look at that. Like, that was beautiful to see everybody waiting to come up to get in another fight together. They know that I had my super ready. I think right here I popped it and I lost the fight anyway because she had a full charge and melted me. It wasn't the best idea, but it was something to try to do. Right here again, using everything I can to bounce back and forth between the cover instead of trying to be out in the open. Lucio came in so clutch with that ult. It allowed us to stay in the fight for a little bit longer, and we tried to do what we could. It was just me and Lucio, and I believe Ana waiting on everybody else to come up. Soldier came on the backside on the flank. Oh, it was really good, and we were able to hold it. Again, Sombra was annoying the crap out of the Moira, doing a really good job on her flanks, and I think flanking is super underrated in the game. Like, certain people use it. You got those Reapers that'll use it to flank us and like hit us with everything they have, especially their ult. And then you have sometimes where even the Tracer and other characters will do. But the problem with the enemy team at this point was that they broke down and started switching too much instead of just committing to what they already had. So losing ult charge or waiting until the ult was done. And then I get it, but again, just trying to panic and to switching to something that you think is going to work. It could work for a last ditch effort, but again, it depends on if you want to build up the ult charge to actually crash down on the team. There's been some Hail Mary plays that have worked out in my time of watching Overwatch and playing it, where we've put together some last ditch effort with the team. But right here was really key because we could have kept pushing forward and got beamed from behind. I told you they were going to switch to a team that could flank. You got the Reaper here, so we decided to go ahead and push aggressively because it is what it is. I know the Reaper's going to W key and shoot at me, so why not? Soldier popped his ult, took out one of their DPS, and when we have the Ana facing off against the horse Orisa herself, it was crazy to watch that happen, but it allowed for me to be able to come in and help. Again, Reaper being W key, I got 72% charge and I just got boosted. You about to get all this juice, brother. It ain't nothing else you could do about it at that point. And Tracer gonna hit me with that while I'm still ulted. Yeah, come on now, we about to get you with this too. Like, it was so good, so good, so good. We did such a great job. Great game, GG's. Another comp game won as a tank. It was a lot of fun. Remember, be great, be you. Fly easy till next time, heroes. Peace.